Hi everyone, I thought I would do another blog. This time I'm doing it from my car. I'm not looking at you because I'm looking at the road, and I'm in the middle of driving on the freeway, which it's not like a busy time of night. I mean, it's 7 o'clock at night, so it's not really bad. It's just, if I'm going to drive and talk, I might as well be talking to you than to myself, so, which is funny because right now I am talking to myself, but it's to be rebroadcasted, so I'm not really talking to myself. I don't quite understand it. I really don't. Anyway, okay, so, what am I talking about? Let's see. Well, right now, I am on the way to go meet a new friend. His name is Kota, and he is 23 years old, and we have been talking online for, like, 2 years. Literally, I don't know, like 5 sentences at a time, once or twice every couple of weeks or a month for the past couple of years. It's really been, hey, how are you? Hey, let's catch up. What are you doing? What's going on? Remind me a couple things again. Oh, I gotta go because I'm at work, or, you know, whatever. And we never lived close enough to where we could actually meet up in person. And he was in a transition where he was in college, but we kept in touch, kind of a thing, and now he's back. Well, apparently back is Lakewood, which, for those of you who don't know, Lakewood is like 25, 35 minutes away from my house. It's on the other side of the Denver, it's on the other side of Denver, the west side, and it's a little bit of a drive, but he does have a car, and it's, I don't know if it's broken or if he just doesn't have access to it right now, or I don't remember what the actual deal was, but through the course of the conversation, I agreed to go to him instead of him coming out this way, which is more than fine. So the plan is, I'm going to go over, pick him up, and we're going to go grab a bite to eat at Denny's or Village Inn or whatever it is. This will be the first time that I'm meeting somebody as a friend in Denver that isn't somebody that I already know through somebody else. Meaning, this will be the first time I've met a potential friend through nobody else. Like, no Tony, no friend of a friend, no, get off my ass. No friend of a friend, no bar, nothing like that. So it's an interesting thing. And one of the big things that I've noticed is that I have reverse trust issues that I think I need to work out. And what I mean by that is I am afraid that the person, sorry, this guy behind me was riding my ass for the past 5 minutes, and when he passed by me, he looked at me like I was the crazy one, even though I'm less than 200 feet away from the car in front of me. So, regardless, I'm wasting time, I'm sorry. Okay, so I have reverse trust issues, and I didn't have this prepared, so I don't know how to explain it properly, but basically, how do I explain it? Okay, when I was single, and you're dating, and you start dating, or you're going out with people, you're going out and you're introducing people to people, and everybody's kind of on the same playing field, okay? When you start dating somebody, or when you're in a relationship with somebody, you have pre-established relationships with friends, colleagues, ex-boyfriends, etc. And you develop a level of comfort with those people, and in turn, your boyfriend or your significant other or your partner or whatever also develops that level of security with them. And based on their level of trust and your level of trust and communication, you can decisively estimate or anticipate how much trust goes into the type of relationship you have with other people. Meaning, if you and your partner have a very trusting relationship and there's never been any worry about infidelity or anything like that, then there should be absolutely no question that if you want to go hang out with your ex-boyfriend or ex-girlfriend or whatever, that it's going to turn into some sexual thing or some malicious relationship destroying action. When you hang out with friends, those are pre-established friends, and your partner should either already know them or at least know of them and know that you guys have a history. For example, my friend BJ and I have been friends for now 17 years, and there is absolutely no question that I can tell him anything about anything. And Tony knows that I can tell him anything about anything. And Tony knows that I go to him when there are things that I don't feel comfortable talking about or I need to work out before I talk to Tony about them. It's just how it is. Here's the catcher. I now live in Denver, and when I moved to Denver, I left everyone I knew behind except for Tony. Yes, Tony introduced me to a world of friends, some very good friends, some very casual friends. There are people that I can go to and talk to and confide in. But I also took out my entire social life by moving here. I have no, hey, do you want to hang out tonight? Hey, do you want to go out to a bar tonight? Hey, I have none of those types of friends that I used to have in Milwaukee. Now, I should rephrase that by saying, yes, I have friends that I could call and say, hey, let's hang out. But I don't have the friends that are just my friends, that are just social friends, that are just, hey, what are you doing tonight? Oh, you're going to a bar? Okay, I'll meet you there. The kind of friends I have are couple friends, like Corey and Aaron. When we go out with Corey or when we go out with Aaron, we do couple things. We do Black Hawk, we do dinner and a movie, we do game night, things like that, and that's awesome. I have so much fun every time we do that. But I don't have the type of friends like I have had in Fluid or in my Milwaukee social days where I could just walk into the bar, walk into Fluid and say, oh my god, I know like 3 people here, let's all hang out. And I miss that. And it's not quantifying any kind of friends and not putting them into different classes or different priorities or anything like that. It's just a different type of atmosphere, a different environment, a different feeling to know that I could just send a text message out saying, hey, I'm going to this club or this bar or this restaurant or I'm going to go to this event, and have 5 or 6 people go, yeah, I'll be there too, or whatever. I just miss that. So, getting back to the whole trust thing, I have a reverse trust issue in that when my very first significant boyfriend of 4 years, now granted, I had a previous significant boyfriend, Keith, who I had for 1.5 years, but I was really young, and my idea of commitment was more of a crush and puppy love, and there was love, but it was, oh my god, I'm in love, and it's my first time in love. So I don't really consider that so much a committed relationship as I do my 4-year relationship with Dawn, whereas we bought a house together, and we had cars together, and we shared finances, and things like that. So in that relationship, it was a very strong relationship, but I was young, and we both made mistakes on both sides of the house, and that created a series of trust issues between us, where whenever I would do something that was not normal, meaning work, home, restaurants, etc., it was questioned. And not only was it questioned, it was interrogated. Now, mind you, it was very passive-aggressively interrogated because he wasn't mean about it. He was just inquisitive to a fault. And it was because he was a cop. And I understand that, and I get it. And he had the right to question that because invariably his questioning, and I'm not blaming, I shouldn't say that it was his fault, but between the two of us, me wanting my independence and him wanting to know everything and micromanage, it turned into a situation where I deliberately would do things and not tell him because I knew that he would want to know, and he would deliberately not ask me things so that he could find them out later and then question me as to why I didn't feel like I could tell him. So it was kind of this whole loop that we got into, and it got worse and worse and worse. Anyway, so I carried that with me in almost all of my relationships, and I know it's not right to carry that, but I did. And I don't know how to get rid of that because, well, partially because Tony is a very trusting person, but he's also a very quiet person. And when he feels like something isn't right or there's a problem in the relationship, he takes it upon himself to figure out what it is, to figure out what went wrong or how we can fix it or whatever. And he does that without telling me that something's wrong. Or he will find an example somewhere else, either in our relationship or other people's relationships or at work, that he can use as a bubble to talk about something. And I admire the fact that he strives so hard to figure that out and work it out and make our relationship stronger that way. My concern is that my trust issue or my reverse trust issue says anytime I meet somebody new, I think that he thinks there might be something more to it than just me wanting to get out and not spend 19 hours a day at the house. Because I don't know if you guys realize this, but I sleep at home, I eat at home, I work at home, I watch TV at home, I play on the computer at home, I web design at home, I graphic design at home, I do everything at home. And the only time I ever go out is with Tony. And we have fun all the time. We always do. But there are times when I just want to go do something and say, you know what? I'll be back when I'm back. I'm going to go do something. And I need more than just grocery shopping or running to Best Buy or, whatever. And that gets on to the next topic of the gym, which I'll get to in a second. But I need social. I need the ability to say, I'm done with work, I had a rough day, Tony's at work for another 5 hours because he's on second shift right now, I want to go to a bar. But, as you know, I'm not drinking. And the bars don't really hold a lot of weight when you go there at 7 in the afternoon or 7 in the evening. There's nobody there and you can't drink. So it gets kind of boring. So, I have given up on the bars. Well, not only that, it's also 25 minutes away to the nearest bar, nearest gay bar that I would feel comfortable going to and socializing at. Plus, gay bars, it's hard to make friends there unless you bring people with you. And if you don't bring people with you, people either think that you're a hustler or that you're trying to go home with somebody or you're trying to find somebody to sleep with or that you are there for other reasons than just to meet people and make friends. And it's either at 7 o'clock at night, it's either the bartender or old people. And not to say that old people don't have a good friendship value, because they really do. I have some of my best friends are old people, but quite honestly, I really want to meet people in my age group that want to do things socially that don't just involve getting drunk or having sex. So, along with that, I thought working out was the answer, just not only for me to get healthy and to lose weight, but also to meet people and socialize. Well, again, the closest workout places are over 40 blocks away in either direction, and the one that I signed up for is always busy, packed, and it's always full of people who don't really mesh with my ideal of what I want to socialize. It's a bunch of middle-aged women, which fine, I can socialize with them, but I don't know that I could, you know, gay out with them. A bunch of really muscular, buff men that can't stop looking at themselves in the mirror. A bunch of Mexicans who don't really speak English very well, and really don't want to give me the time of day anyway. And then you have the family groups who are like the mom and dad who bring their kids with them, put their kids in the daycare center, go work out for a half hour, and really don't go there to socialize anyway. And then you have the 20-something singles who are the guys and girls who are just there to hit on each other and, you know, work out a little bit until they can find more people to hit on. So I've hit my 15 minutes. I don't know if I can upload this whole thing to YouTube, but I'm going to try. If not, I will separate it into two. So if this is the part where I'm saying goodbye, then I'll see you in a minute. Anyway, okay, so I got about a minute and a half left before I want to be done with this. So, working out. I'm kind of going to give up on working out at the gym. Instead, for our month anniversary, I bought Tony and myself bicycles. I bought him a mountain bike, and I bought myself a universal hybrid bike. And I did that so that we could work out together or separately and still not have to spend $40 a month at a gym. This will allow us to get aerobic and anaerobic exercise in. It will allow us to explore the neighborhood. It'll allow us to have some time together. And it will also give me a reason to get out of the house. It's also a good way to save on gas because I will get exercise and I can run to King Soopers or the gas station or the Home Depot or Best Buy or whatever I want to do and not feel like I'm doing anything, you know, super crazy. So, that said, that's what I've done. I'm canceling 24-hour fitness. And on a side note to that, if I do want to work out, Tony and I have short-term, long-term plans to get a gym at the house. A home gym type system, like a Nordic track or something like that. Which, granted, doesn't get me out of the house, but it does serve the purpose of working out, which is what I kind of want to do, and the only thing I'm getting out of 24-hour fitness anyway. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? The wedding is going well, the plans. Things are still in motion. For those of you who are part of the wedding, for those of you who are still part of the wedding party and all that, the due dates are coming up, so be aware of the Google spreadsheet that has all the information. For those of you who are going to one of the receptions, wedding.sonic.org is still the address to go to if you want to know about all that. I have a link on
right
Sonic.
32nd Avenue, then turn left.
Oh, thank you. I have all the links still up. I've been posting to Facebook, so you can keep up with that. And what else? I don't know. I think a big part of being social for me is I've been moody and frustrated, and a lot of that I think stems from the fact that I'm bottling everything up. I'm bottling my social aspect. I've become a Susie homemaker. I sit at home and I make dinner and I play on the computer and I talk to people where I know I can't do anything with them, and I don't go out and I don't do anything. And it's not because I'm bored or because I can't do anything. It's just because I don't have anybody to do things with. And that makes me feel... I've always been the type of person that has to do things with other people in order to feel good about myself. In order to feel good about what I'm doing, I need to feel like I'm being social. And I don't get that feeling yet.
North Algar Street.
So, I'm going to let you go because I am about to meet a new friend. I'm coming close to the house where we're going to meet. And then we're going to go grab some dinner. And I hope everything goes well. So, thank you for listening to my rambling. And I know it was long and drawn out and all that good stuff. But, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.